Thanks everyone. Welcome to our Collect Direct Wednesday opportunity presentation. I'm looking forward tonight to sharing my thoughts as one of the players that have been involved in this for over a year now in sort of the planning with Dave Jordan, the owner and CEO, who is located in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm up in Canada, and I've just been really blessed to be able to be kind of in the background, learning all about what we just recently released. And as I, go into our evening tonight, I'm just going to turn my mic up a little bit. I want you all to think, about things that you might have seen in the past from an opportunity standpoint, and just get rid of all that, because what you're going to see tonight is something that's never been done before, a category creator, and really what I believe is the freshest home-based business opportunity that's ever come across my table, and or most of yours who are on the Zoom tonight. So with that said, what we want to do is we just want to give you a quick little overview of the way the company is presenting this. You see, the company started as a vision in 1998, but truly in August of this year, we soft launched with some testing of our software, our shipping department, working through our coding. And then every month after, we progressed to make it to the point where we could get to the end of October. We had our very first live event, and over 115 or 20 people came to get their head around Dave Jordan's vision in person, and then we launched. And ever since then, I can just tell you that in the early part of November, we did everything we did in all of October. So just to tell you that this machine is starting to turn on as the world learns. And when I talk about the world, we're currently shipping and doing business in the United States, Canada, and Australia, with a goal in 2024 to expand into 3 more major areas, and then a further allotment as the company grows and is able to handle the growth. Why do I say that, handle the growth? Because of our industry, the collectible industry, it's just so diverse, it's so wide, and it has such a growth upside that most people are predicting this to be $1 trillion industry sometime within the next 10 years. Not Collect Direct, but the industry that Collect Direct has attached its wheelhouse to. When I talk about the collectible industry, it excites me because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of many things that, my favorite sports teams, my favorite Marvel type shows, of course, the Iron Man and the different things that my kids grew up with, from cartoons to the most recent movies with the things like the Beanie Baby movies and Elvis movie, because I'm obviously a music lover as well. Just to say, I'm a country guy that loves the country artists of the past, like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings and so on. So I tell you that because, to me, as a fan, I'm a collector and I don't even know it. And right now, there's a proven number that in the United States alone, a population, close to 380 or 400 million people, 200 million of them are collecting something. And that's exciting because that, to me, is a touch of opportunity. So that's just my words as a Canadian, sharing my thoughts to the folks that see this after on the recording, or you live right now. But I just want to share my screen and go through just a couple of quick little points that I believe will give you an idea of just how great Collect Direct can be for you if you're interested. So as I go to the very first slide on this presentation, I want you all to just sort of open your mind to the fact that this is a company that is attaching emotion from your past. And I say emotion because in reality, my wife is a great example of things that she remembers as a little girl that she just remembers with all her heart, and it brings a smile to her face or brings a sadness to her face that eventually lets her go back. And as she brings that to the future, she's able to move forward. There's so much emotional connection to things that are, some people would call collectibles, that I think that you're going to see that this home-based industry has never experienced this before. And for me, I'm a traditional businessman. Up in Canada, I've had the pleasure of starting a company, and over 22 years, eventually selling it on the New York Stock Exchange. But the first 8 years of that company, I lost money. I had to break even after 8 years of trying to make money. So I know what it takes to have a vision. But in Dave's case, Dave Jordan, our owner, his vision is unprecedented. See, in 1998, he thought the collectible industry would be great to bring to the network marketing industry. But what was missing? What was missing is what happened to technology. What's missing is how technology has allowed people to just share with their own words on social media or texting or emails. The things that we take for granted today didn't necessarily exist in 1998, but he had a vision. So from 1998 till the end of last year, he had been planning in his head, what could he do as he was mounting a mass, one of the top largest collectors in the world, he's called, not the biggest, but he's one of the top. He's got over 35,000 square feet and 10, 12 containers full of collectibles and more coming, and a warehouse that he's about to buy to add further collectibles that he keeps acquiring. Why is he doing this? He's doing this because the world needed something different when it comes to opportunity. Also, when I look at technology, I look at the retail environment, which I'm participating in today. You see, I used to move products on the shopping channel with one of the companies that I represented, and I was able to get people to come to the television set, see what I was marketing, and then my call center would call them, and we were able to drive a lot of e-commerce sales that way. Well, that's changing as well, but it's still growing. But the e-commerce sales today are sort of the individual now who gets to get out there and share what they're excited about in some sort of live or some sort of Instagram or some sort of post that catches eyeballs and attention. That right there is the vision that the world is doing right now when you take retail, which is the handing and the touching of items firsthand, and the online world coming together in a never been done before category in the collectible industry. So here's our corporate video just to share for you how we can duplicate the message, and you don't have to be anybody like myself or another speaker that you'll hear tonight. You can just point, click, and share a message that the company will allow you to share. Here's one that works really well.
Welcome to Collect Direct. Are you ready to connect your past to your future? For over 40 years, Collect Direct has collected thousands of unique items, from sports memorabilia, comic books, toys, coins, stamps, and much more. The world of collectibles is massive today, and they all have a value of some sort. And now this collection is available to the public to not only purchase, but an opportunity for you to cash in on rewards when others purchase items from our collection. From our website, you'll be able to type in and search for an item to connect you to your past. Maybe it's Bozo the Clown or Gumby or your favorite hockey player. You'll be able to find those memorabilia pieces on our website. The beautiful thing is you'll be able to point, click, and share them with other people too. It all starts with our $9.98 membership plan. You'll select the categories you are interested in, then you can point, click, and share the item with others. If they choose to participate, they can join your team. It's like operating a retail store out of your home, your computer, and phone. Share the website with others, and if they purchase an item, you get paid. Retail rewards range from 50 cents to $200. This is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business where you can share hundreds of thousands of products. So don't miss out on those items from your past and start sharing today.
So as we move forward into what Collect Direct is, and so I can introduce you in a kind of a short little overview. This is a company that allows you to connect a shopping experience, a catalog of over 11,000 and growing items to the world. And all you need to learn how to do is point, click, and share. But I want to touch on one of the categories that is going to knock your socks off when it goes live. It's called the Vault. Now, listen, think about this for a second. Very few of us can afford $1 million item that we want to collect. But we all would agree that out there are certain people that would absolutely want to be the only person in the world to carry something that might be worth $1 million or $100,000. Now, for me, I love collectibles that I love in my fan space, and I love to share them with my friends by saying, here's something I really love that I have. But what if you knew somebody that wanted one of Dave's items in the vault? When this goes live, the industry will go absolutely gaga. Why do I say that? The collectible stores out there can't even afford to have in their stores some of the items that'll be in the vault. So you're going to have all these people that say they're great collectors, that are suddenly going to be attracted to the opportunity to point, click, and share from the vault. How does it work for you and I? We get paid a piece of the action for the person that buys it in what's called a retail reward. So some of the things on our website will include the standard collectible items that we're all familiar with in hockey cards and baseball cards. But over on the left, you see some categories that your buyers will be able to find: coins, watches, jewelry, college type sports, of course, die-cast things like Hot Wheels and of course Matchbox toys. And then there'll be Lionel trains. There'll even be very soon LPs from the 50s and 60s and 70s, 45s, toys, a lot of Star Trek, Star Wars, things that people absolutely would be fans of. Even today, from shows that were online many years ago, there'll be collectibles of those original things in our shopping experience. And if somebody buys it, you get paid. So when you look at categories in the sports, there's a wide variety of them. But we're not just a sport card company or a sport helmet company or jersey company or picture company. We are one that's going to say, hey, what's going on in the vintage toy world? What's going on in stamps? We're going to talk about the trends that are happening. What's the hottest trends? They will surface on our website as every day updates happen, and you'll have customers that'll keep coming back. And all you've ever done is spent $9.98 to be a member that is given the privilege to share these collectibles. Now, think about this. As people buy comic books and they buy everything else on there, they're going to have a choice, okay? They want to be a customer, or do they want to participate and make money? There is no charge to be a customer. And the best part is your customers are your customer. So if you ever have anybody that comes back because our company markets to them and says, hey, we've got a new series of comic books that just arrived in our shopping cart, come back and take a look, and they buy another comic book, you'll get paid again. You don't deliver it, the company delivers it. All of the hard, heavy lifting is taken away. All of the employee headaches that are there and all of the things that go on in the world of having a traditional company are taken away. All you need to do is learn how to have fun and point, click, and share. So what happens if you said, hey, I just want to dip my toes and take a free position, Don? It's called a pre-enroll for free position to potentially get into our money-making activities. Or do I want to jump right in and spend the massive amount of money of $9.98 and become a member? And what does that give you the chance to do? Now you can earn money, but better yet, you're now connected with a username that you pick. Only you can have it. And it's connected to, hi, Kenisha, I see you here now. It's connected to your bank account in a sense, because as the shopping cart fills, you're able to make money. So let's look at two of the company videos that'll be appearing for the people that want to dip their toes for free or become a member.
When you pre-enroll for free, it means you're reserving your spot in our dual team structure while you take your time to gather information and make a decision. You'll have access to our back office reporting system where you can see potential volumes generated by new team members and customer purchases below you. You'll also get a glimpse of the member privileges and features available to upgraded members. However, please note that you won't be able to pre-enroll anyone until you become an upgraded member, and you won't have access to the contact information of the positions below you. Additionally, if you choose not to upgrade to full membership, the company can remove your position.
So the best part about that, it lets you dip your toes, take a look, go into the shop collectible link, and really get your head around what this company's doing. The second benefit for being a $9.98, that massive amount of money to start a business, is you're going to get an app coming we expect this weekend. And that app will allow you to point, click, and share from your mobile phone very easily. Now, you want to be a member and you want to upgrade? Let's take a look at this.
As a club member, you'll be placed in the team leg that your enroller assigns you to. This position has the potential to accumulate volume from other members or customers placed below you in that leg. You'll also gain access to our back office reporting system, where you can view potential volumes generated by new team members and customer purchases below you. Furthermore, you'll enjoy various member privileges and features. You'll have the option to explore member-only purchase opportunities, review our compensation plan, and access training materials when they become available. Plus, you'll be able to track your activity and access contact information for your personally enrolled team members and customers. Club membership also grants you access to the Collect Direct mobile app.
So as we go through this process here with a couple more slides before I introduce my guests to you, we're basically giving you a simple way to point, click, and share. We want you to understand that the company is going to give you the tools, and all you need to do is duplicate those tools to tell a story. Eventually, your story will be the best story that anybody will hear. But until you're ready, we will give you the ability to use the company's tools to share them so that you can duplicate quickly if that's your decision. So what's our goal here? To get in where you fit in. Get your head around the fact that we're not telling you have to spend $1 million to buy a franchise like a McDonald's and do all the things that you got to go through for training to be a franchise holder. No, we're not a franchise. We're a home-based business. I'm an independent representative. Like you, I spent $9.98 to become a member. But then I chose to buy one of our packages. And our packages range from as low as $99.98, $279.98, and $479.98. It's basically 3 member-only startup packages that allow you to get in where you fit in. And each one of them offer a benefit. And there are videos in our back office on each one of these packages to really help you if somebody has questions for you. I'm not going to show you those videos tonight, but I wanted you to understand that everything you need to do this business is there for you for that same $9.98. Now, the numbers won't lie. And once you get your head around this, some of the folks I'm going to introduce you tonight already understand these next 2 slides I'm going to share on our compensation plan. When I say compensation plan, first of all, I want you to not think big data of information. I want you to think simple. This is our compensation plan, folks. It's this simple. We get team building bonuses, we get team coaching rewards, and we get repeat member and customer overrides. That's it. That's our compensation plan. You don't have to detail learn this because guess what? My wife says this all the time. The numbers are taken care of by the company. And all you need to do is point, click, share, and then put all of the incredible Collect Direct employees to work. That's what your $9.98 gives you. Access to a team of people that are there to help you point, click, and share. And what does the compensation plan look like in a visual format? I just love this. I just want to show you. This is it. You're going to have all these great collectibles from this incredible shopping cart that you get to point, click, and share. And every item has numbers attached to it that spits out coins to you in some form of commissionable member or customer commission. And it just could do amazing things for you. I'm not going to say I'm guaranteeing you're going to make $1. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be great if you could point, click, and share your way to a couple extra $100 a month? It could change your life for many of us, but there are those of you that really dig in and can go all in this program. And for some of you, you may just want to attend a live presentation. And this is the next one I can announce. If you want to take a picture of this, this is going to happen in Florida on December the 10th and a Sunday afternoon from 2:30 to 4 at the Island Lake Clubhouse. You're more than welcome to join us here. It's free and we'll do our best. We've got seating for about 150 people. And I know there's a lot of folks in Florida right now that are pretty excited, and you're all welcome to invite people there. Reach out to me if you'd like, and I'll make sure that I introduce them as your potential customer or prospect. I promise you, this company is all about being a community, and I think that's what you're going to hear now as I stop my share and I let you meet some of these incredible people that are having fun with Collect Direct. Okay, so that's a quick overview for you in 23 minutes, approximately 20 minutes. Folks, I want to introduce you to Debbie Primeau. Debbie, you and I are becoming very close. We actually drove back from the Sioux Falls event in our vehicle to Canada, and then you flew from here back to Alberta. And that was really the first time we had met. We met online, you joined Collect Direct, got excited. But Debbie, come off mute. Let's just make sure you're there, my friend.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Now listen, Debbie, you've got an industry background. And also, I just learned you had massive success in the home business. I'm sorry, the home show business with an item that you had that you had the marketing rights to it. So very similar, you and I, with the things that I had the rights to and made lots of money. You did that as well, but you walked away from that because it did not make you excited anymore. So here I get to be intrigued to ask you this question. You're somebody that's done very well, very successful, and then all of a sudden here you are and you found a home with Collect Direct. Let's talk about that. Why Collect Direct? Why now for Debbie Primeau and her husband Steve?
Oh, you're getting me pretty emotional here. I just find this so exciting. I was looking, but I wasn't looking. And when I saw, I couldn't unsee. And it was like something I wanted to do. You're right. I had a background of a wholesale background. I used to wholesale products to all the casinos in Vegas and Disney World and all those different places. And it just didn't fill my tank. It just didn't fill my tank. I was looking for something different. I did another industry for a while, another networking company, and it was fantastic. And I tell you, the best thing about it was the relationships. And I'm finding that here, like seeing all your faces, especially the ones I got to see in Sioux Falls, it's like, there you are. It's like my heart is just going, there you are. And I thought when I was going to get there, it's going to be maybe if I'm going to attach my wagon or hitch my wagon to something, I wanted to see if everybody was real. I wanted to see a little bit about it. I wanted to test the waters and see what was going on. The people there were absolutely fantastic. What you see on these Zooms is who they are in real life. Like traveling with Don and Nancy, what an honor that was. And they're just like me, only probably wealthier. It was so much fun, and everybody was just so genuine, right down from the owners of the company down to the little average Joe like me there. And I don't know, it just got me excited. And then I started thinking about if something were to happen to my husband and I, and that sounds a little bit morbid, if something were to happen to my husband and I, we're downsizing in the midst of downsizing, so nobody's going to be stuck with any of our stuff. And I thought, if we had a house full of vitamins and shampoos and stuff, and something happened to us, they're going to toss it. However, if I got a house full of a few Barbies here and some sports cards and stuff like that, do you think they're going to toss it? No, they're going to hand it down to the grandkids. So then I started getting more excited going, oh my goodness, like there's value in this for so many reasons. And I just see the value in, I don't know, it just gives me chills. I just find it super exciting. And I'm looking so forward to the future with you guys because it's just been a very unique, different experience with a very unique, different amount of products, different type of products, like something for everybody. Things I never thought of. And I'm not even a collector, but I'm a shopper. I have 8 grandkids and I love to give gifts. And I have son-in-laws who are sports fans, and it's going, well, this is the perfect worlds colliding. So it's kind of filling that tank for me in so many different ways. And I just think it's I don't know, I'm proud to say that I'm a member of Collect Direct. And it's just that unique for me. So I hope that gets it across that there's something
Debbie,
very different and special here.
Debbie, that was amazing.
I feel very passionate about it.
It was amazing for you, the community, and the opportunity to do something completely different, but yet feel your wheelhouse. You're a gift giver. And folks, that's what we're really after, is the people that are in the world that give gifts away. You don't have to be a collector. Just learn how to point, click, and share and find the gift givers. Debbie, thank you so much, my friend. Kenisha, jump off mute. I think I muted you again. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself again. Let's just see if you can do that. And I just met you as well in Sioux Falls. And I just got to tell you, your energy, your smile, you're bubbly as heck. You're having fun at the same time. What can you tell us? Is this your first endeavor into the home-based business industry?
It is. It's my first endeavor, and I want to say hello to my fellow directors of fans to Collect from Collect Direct. That's but I'm just excited about cultivating a new groundbreaking way, an exciting way to collect or to become a collectible entrepreneur. And I'm very excited. I seen my daughter, who is 17, who's usually only excitement comes from being on the phone. But when she got her dugout, and to see her open it, and she got something that I grew up with and part of the past, it was just amazing to me. And so I just think that that's an awesome it's an awesome, like you said, it's a gift. We're giving people back their past, and it's also a groundbreaking way to break into the collectible markets for people who don't know about collectibles or know that even that market is out there, that they can get be a part of that. So I'm just like really excited about the different areas that this company is going to be huge. And this is probably one of the biggest this ain't that I've ever been. I think this is it right here. This is the biggest this ain't that, period.
I love that. Like Dale said that in Sioux Falls, and it's just stuck now. This ain't that.
Yeah,
And when we
stuck.
says that, Kenisha, she's saying it's not like those other things like potions and
Right.
lotions and 800 companies.
Right.
We're unique category creator. Kenisha, listen, first time in the industry. I know how excited you are. We've had a chance to talk on the phone. You're already starting to build a team. And the best thing I heard you say, and I just want to repeat what you just said, a family doing things together. How fun is that? Right?
It's great. It's great. And then if you think about it, I think about it like this too, how awesome that Mr. Jordan has so many things that they don't make anymore. And so I just like God don't make any more land. Some of these items that Mr. Jordan have, they don't make anymore. So we can share that with our kids and other generations. I think that's pretty awesome.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Kenisha. Thank you so much for jumping on as a guest. We appreciate you. David, you jump off here, my friend. We had a chance to meet in Sioux Falls as well. And I mean, think about this. You're somebody that has a big why, right? You look at this company and you say, I know I can help people. I know that's part of your reason for being here. But David, in your words, what do you think about what you got here in Collect Direct, and why now for you?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, Don. This opportunity and this company is just nothing that I've seen before. And obviously it hasn't been done before. But the fact that, just like a lady was saying before, these bring back family memories, right? And my brother and I, he was on the phone, and growing up, we had a train set, right? And because of that train set, it tied family memories together for us from the past. I have a daughter that growing up, she collected Beanie Babies. We don't know what happened to them, right? But now we've got an opportunity to bring those back so she can rekindle her past, pass those on to her daughter. Her husband collects sports cards. So again, from a family perspective, it's bringing and tying those families together and giving them something that they can cherish and pass those memories on, right? From a business perspective, this opportunity, the vastness of it is global. It is, we're international right now, but we're going to expand even more. And with that opportunity comes belief in the company, also transferring into an opportunity for people to share this globally with their families, right? So in essence, Collect Direct is an opportunity for everyone to share with their families, to share with their constituents, to share with people they don't even know at this particular time. We're global. We're going to be spreading even further abroad. So everybody's going to get an opportunity to see what we see and what we saw in Sioux Falls in the first ever gathering and event. The world is going to be able to see what we saw. The camaraderie, the joy that people had, the community, the outpouring, the speakers from the stage, the front office, the back office. Speaking of the back office, the transition that we've made from February, March to now, I have to applaud what the company has done. They've taken those steps. They didn't rush it, right? We tried to get a lot of the kinks out before it was introduced. So when we introduce, and we know it's not complete yet, but now when somebody comes in, it's a much smoother ride than it was a few months ago. And because of Dave's vision, not to put it out there really before it's time, so people can enjoy it, Now the first of next year, January, it's Katie bar the door, man. We're on the way.
I agree with you. You know what? Listen, I couldn't have said it better. And I just want you to just know that, your energy and just your commitment is just so incredible to be part of, because, just seeing the confidence you have and what you said about watching us grow before your eyes, and to say that you're comfortable now with where we are, and that this company's not going to stop, we're going to keep going and growing, is good for all you new people to know. This is a company that's letting you have a ground floor opportunity with multi years of growth ahead of us. David, you must be confident. You're all in here. I know you said that to me. I'm just so appreciative you're here, and thank you so much for joining us tonight, my friend. I know this next gal that's going to jump on here, so I'm going to enjoy speaking with her. But David, thank you so much. Kenisha, thank you. Debbie, thank you. Now let's go to our last guest, Dawn Calvert. Dawn, can you come off mute?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I got to tell you, like, the fact that you and your husband are as excited as you are is inspiring to my wife and I. But you guys kind of brought that monitor to the company now. This ain't that. And I know how much fun we're having together early, and we're starting to see the traffic happen. And Dave's going to be doing some things with his Team Up With Us program very shortly that you're all going to benefit from, just because he's very determined for this to go to the top. So Dawn, why now for you and your husband Collect Direct? Why now?
Well, Don, thanks for having me on. Dale and I, we kind of get it on this. This was just such a good fit for us because we are both very passionate collectors and have been for many years. We have entire rooms in our house. He has an entire baseball collection in one room. And as many of you know, I am a very passionate Hallmark collector, and I have over the last 14 years, have kind of morphed that into a business. And we have a very special thing here when collectors and fans and networkers, when that all comes together and we have what they want, that's a very special thing. And like somebody said, Katie barred the door. So we've talked about some of the reasons why people collect things. It takes them to their childhood memories. It brings families together, but it's also an outlet. Like when you come home from work, or you and you want to turn on the TV and you want to watch a baseball game, it's an outlet, to what you're a fan of that, that baseball team or that player. And it's just an outlet and a joy to get to watch them. So let me give you the short version of my Hallmark story. And then I'll just kind of wrap it up and how it all ties together into Collect Direct. So in 1973, the Hall family in Kansas City, Missouri, the same people who made the cards, they said, well, what if we could create memories with Hallmark ornaments? And 1973, this marks the 50th anniversary now of Hallmark ornaments. And I don't know if you can see these. Some of these are pretty ragged, but I bought my first Hallmark collection in 2010, 13 years ago, almost 14 now. Dale and I bought our first collection, and he was quite shocked when I told him I wanted to buy 10,000 Hallmark ornaments. And we did. And I don't have very many of those original 10,000 now, but I have turned it into a business. But I keep these 3 to remember where I started, because they're very special to me. It's 3 of the original 12 yarn ornaments that Hallmark had. So today, 50 years later, when you walk into a Hallmark store, they have entire sections of their store dedicated to these ornaments, because there are collectors lining up to buy one of the 400 ornaments that are new for this year and one of the 8,500 that they have produced over the last 50 years. And you know what? When this year is gone, last year's items and prior, it's a collectible. It's on the secondary market. And once you have what somebody else wants on the secondary market, you're the only place they can get it. You can't just go to the Hallmark store and buy an ornament from 1976. You can only get it from, hey, Collect Direct affiliates. They have the goods now because of the vision that Dave Jordan had in 1998 to amass a major fortune in collectibles. And guys, Hallmark is just it's a very small niche from the many different niches and categories that are in those warehouses, and it's only growing. And talking about the fans, one thing that Hallmark did, and Topps has done the same thing. Topps has done the same thing with the baseball teams and the sports teams. So, you've got the collectors, you've got the Hallmark collectors, and then you've got the fans. You've got the Disney fans. So you've got collector meets the fans, and now meets the Collect Direct networkers. I mean, guys, we're never going to run out of product, because once you're on the secondary market, people find you, because you know what? You've got the goods. You just have to find the people. And guys, people collect everything for all kinds of reasons. So, we're not going to run out of product. Not going to happen. People find me. They know that I buy Hallmark collections. I bought that first 10,000 that gave me my start. And people will find you too, because they know that you have access to the goods. So, this is going to be so much fun. Dale and I mean, we absolutely love working the collectibles industry together. So it's an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you.
Don, there's a question asked in the group there, and I know you know the answer. The question is, does Dave have any Hallmark in the collections?
Oh, he does. He does. And I buy from him every week. I asked him in Sioux Falls. I said, Dave, who's your biggest Hallmark customer? And I don't buy them to resell. I buy them because he has a lot of what I want in my private collection. So, it's he's got, I've seen only a fraction of what he's got of Hallmark. But again, the Hallmark that he has, he's got so much stuff. I mean, it's stuff that people want, and none of it's being made anymore.
That's the best thing, right? They're not making more antiques. I mean, they're not making more of the retired Beanie Babies. They're not making more of the items that he might have 100 of, but once they're gone, they're gone. And that 100 might get spread around 10 here in this country, 5 in this country, 7 in this country eventually, and only 3 in the United States. Now, what does that do to the price of those things? Of course, we can't guarantee anything, but that's what happens. Go to Forbes magazine and do your own research on the collectible industry, or go to collectdirectmagazine.com, those of you that see this recording, and go read about the collectible industry in our free online magazine. This is not going away. Don, I know you and Dale are super excited about this. I heard Dale say this will feed your great-grandkids because of the residual effect of it. And the residual effect of this industry, we're all going to teach you this Saturday, for example. For those of you that want to learn more, we're going to go on a training about how to do this over 6 steps. For those of you who want to get started here with us as a member. But for those of you that want to be a customer, go buy something. Whoever shared a link with you will get some of those coins falling from those collectibles. Don, thank you so much for joining me. Kenisha, Dave, and Debbie, you guys are awesome. Folks, this is Collect Direct. It's a family operation owned by a husband and wife in the Sioux Falls that have a dream of going global with one of the largest collectibles in the world, collections in the world, and you're all here to take part of it by just learning how to point, click, and share. Thanks for joining us. Let me just end the recording, and we'll answer some questions. Take care. Bye-bye.